My name is Sophia Darsch. I'm studying International Relations and Environmental Policy in the Maxwell School and also Public Relations in the Newhouse School. I'm a senior here, and as part of my fall semester of my senior year, I worked as an intern for sustainability management. So obviously, we all know climate change is happening and climate change matters, but at a more local scale, our university at an institutional level is working really hard to make sure that what our buildings do, what our systems do are sustainable, but that only works if students care about it. And it's important to me because making sure that our communities are healthy and our environment is healthy is the basis of a happy life for everyone. It's as simple as that. So it's just doing what's best for you and your earth is worth it and worth your time. Sustainability management is basically the hub for all projects, initiatives, and also just the day-to-day of sustainability at our university. They work with energy systems to reduce our emissions. They also run Pete's Giving Garden, they run the South Campus Food Pantry, and a bunch of other initiatives on campus. We also work on a lot of internships and volunteer opportunities for students. So in addition to working with administration, we're also working at the student level to get students involved in sustainability. So we have students in the office here and a bunch of other volunteer opportunities as well. Right now, for example, in the energy system side of things, we have a bunch of electric vehicle chargers coming in. We're working on solar energy. We're working on changing how our heating and cooling works in buildings to reduce the amount of energy we have to put into those. We work with our dining halls to make sure that we're reducing food waste and teaching students how to recycle as well. So there's a lot of different projects across a range of disciplines. Obviously, recycling is super important, and I think what a lot of students don't realize is the way that Onondaga County recycles, which is the county that we're in, may be different from how their hometown recycles. So right now we're working on teaching students specifically how to recycle in our county. So that's a lot of what the peer-to-peer sustainability education interns are working on. We're also working specifically with our dining halls and food services to reduce food waste in terms of compost and also just how much food we make. Also making sure that our utensils that we're using in places like Shine are compostable instead of being thrown into the trash. So sustainability management and energy systems are working on reducing our energy use in a number of ways. So one of those is through putting in electric vehicle chargers. We also just put in LED lighting, working on it in the Lally Field house and complex. In addition to that, we're working on changing how our heating and cooling works to use less energy to regulate the temperature of our building. So for example, life sciences that has all the labs, we use a lot of energy in there to regulate the temperature. So working on how can we make that more efficient, as well as solar and a bunch of other projects, kind of reducing our overall use of energy on campus. So the Climate Action Plan is a plan that was put in place by Sustainability Management with help from Student Association. And we just moved up our goal to become carbon neutral to 2032 from 2040. So part of that is reducing scope 1, 2, and 3 emissions. That just means 3 different, basically, buckets of emissions that our university creates. So all of the energy efficiency projects that we're working on feed into that Climate Action Plan to make sure that our campus as a whole is more sustainable. I think starting with knowing how to recycle properly is the big one, since obviously students, we eat a lot on campus, we have a lot of food waste and waste in general. Learning what foods you can compost and where to bring your compost is also important. Also just the everyday things, like if you're taking a 40-minute shower, maybe taking a 10-minute shower. They're things that are kind of self-explanatory that if you think about them, can really make a huge impact. Even using a reusable water bottle in our refillable water stations instead of grabbing a plastic water bottle from a vending machine. That makes an impact as well.